Hey guys, so I've got a new keyboard with me today. This is the Akko 5075B with the rosewood switches. So StacksKB sent out this keyboard to me for review, but just a disclaimer, like they do not influence any of my opinion on this keyboard in this video. Let's unbox this and see what this thing can do. Okay, so here we go. Let's open this bad boy. Ooh. So they have a dongle. So yeah, the keyboard is wireless and supports tri-mode. So it supports like a 2.5 gigahertz connection, Bluetooth or cable. Wow. Like, look at this thing. Yep, this is the keyboard. And the legends are like side printed, so it's not on the top. And yeah, let's see what are the accessories that we get. They must have a cable here. Okay, they have like a switch puller, and they have a keycap puller, and they have a cable. First impressions, it's not heavy, so it feels like pretty lightweight. If I flip to the bottom, you'll see that it has two feet and they'll seem to be two height adjustable. They have a button to like go to Mac, USB or Windows, and it lights up. Oh my god. Check this out. It lights up. Bro.
I just wanna live my best life. I'm tryna live my best life, baby. I just wanna live my best life. In this world you gotta be strong. I just wanna live my best life. I'm tryna live my best life, baby.
So I have been using this keyboard for the past 2 days, just trying to use it as my main keyboard. I've been taking it to the office and showed it off to my coworkers. And the first thing that I noticed on this keyboard was the RGB. The RGB on this thing is like sick. It's really nice, really cool. I usually don't like RGB on my keyboards, but like this one is like really nice. And the other thing is the keycaps. Like the keycaps on this thing like looks really nice. And the legends are also see-through, which means that you would not have a problem seeing this in the dark. So the switches that I have on this thing is the Akko Rosewood switch. So the Akko Rosewood switch was actually a switch released along with the Akko MU01 keyboard, which is a wooden style keyboard. And this switch sounds really woody as well. I don't know how to describe it. It's not very loud and it does not have any kind of this high-pitched noise, and it feels very woody, like how the sound would come if you like tap on wood. We have a knob here that you can use to like control the volume, and pressing on the knob like mutes the sound and also unmutes again if you press it again. And yes, that's something pretty common these days. The keyboard is like completely made of plastic and it has no metals or anything anywhere. Just the RGB is like probably made of some kind of transparent material, and yeah, that's mostly about it. And the keyboard is also not very heavy. At the same time, it's not very thick either. So yeah, I'm guessing there's not a lot of foam inside, but at the same time, it's very lightweight, which means that if I have to like take it to my office, I don't have to think twice before putting it in my bag. Because a lot of my other keyboards are like very heavy, and I always have to think twice before like putting it in my bag, because yeah, it can become a nuisance, especially if you are going to work daily, right? So, and the biggest selling point of this keyboard was actually the software. It supports QMK, which is really a big deal for me, because like I have a work laptop and I have several restrictions on what I can do with my work laptop. I'm not allowed to install all of the softwares in the world and blah blah blah. The permissions that I can give to an application is also very restrictive. For example, the MX Master Trios that I have, right? It's very troublesome to use this on my work laptop because it needs a lot of software. Same thing with keyboards, right? So yeah, having QMK on a keyboard means that you can configure your keyboard without any software directly from the browser using a cable, right? And it's really a game changer for somebody like me, because I cannot live without a keyboard that I cannot configure. And considering that I'm typing code and whatnot as a software engineer, like, it's really helpful to have something like this in the market with a QMK support that I can use on my work laptop as well, not just my personal PC. So that's really a very big highlight of this and the biggest selling point of this keyboard. So we have talked a lot about the pros of this keyboard, but what are the things that I don't like about this board? The first thing that comes to my mind is the keycaps are not Akko level quality. And what I mean by that is that the keycaps are like very decent quality, right? These are like the quality you would get out of like a 2000 rupee keycap set from any keycap store. But I've also used a couple of Akko keycaps and they're like very high quality. But the thing is, like, they are also very expensive. So yeah, I think that's the reason why they were not able to like add those keycaps on this keyboard. But like, I just wanted to point it out, like, these are not Akko level keycaps, but they are very decent keycaps. And the last thing that I don't like about this keyboard is a problem that is there with a lot of the other keyboards in this budget. I also made a video about this recently where I talk about what's the difference between a budget versus a more premium mechanical keyboard. And this keyboard also has the same issue as all of the other budget mechanical keyboard. It's that it's not going to be very easy to mod, and especially because it's not very thick. So let's say you want to add a little bit of foam inside, then it's not going to be the most fun experience. So this keyboard is available on StacksKB with multiple switch options from Akko. They have the option for the creamy blue, the creamy purple, the Akko Penguin. These three are like tactile switches, and the Akko Penguin is a silent tactile switch. And also they have the options for the Akko Rosewood, which is the one that I have right now. And they also have the options for the Akko Creamy Yellow. And the cool thing about this is that, like, if you've seen any other keyboard in this price bracket, right? You might have seen the LR75 or the Aegis keyboards. Like, none of those keyboards has any option for tactile switch. And the thing is, like, I've recently seen that a lot of new mechanical keyboard buyers, like, they complain that they have been making a lot of mistakes while typing on their keyboard, and it's usually because they're using a light linear switch. So yeah, that's something you might want to consider, because like, using a tactile switch in that case would solve your problem. And yeah, we do have options for tactile switch on this keyboard. So yeah, I think that's cool. So who is this keyboard for, and should you buy it? So this keyboard would be perfect for somebody who are looking to buy, let's say, the LR75 or the Aegis keyboards, but they also want good software, especially if you are on a Mac system. And the reason I say this is because the other keyboards that I just mentioned, like, they do not have any Mac specific software, so you cannot configure your keyboards on your Mac system, which could be a deal breaker for a lot of you. But this keyboard supports QMK, which means that you can configure your keyboard directly from the browser on your Windows, your Mac, or even your Linux systems. And that could be a big deal for a lot of people, right? And there are several other reasons to buy this keyboard, like the RGB on this thing is like sick, it looks really good. We also have a lot more options for tactile switches, not to mention the high quality Akko linear switches as well. And the last thing is the brand value, because see, Akko has been in the mechanical keyboard scene for quite some time. Like, they are the same brand who brought in the Mod 007, the Mod 006, which were like the competitors of the GMMK Pro back then. And they also make the Monsgeek line of keyboards, so they know what they're doing. They are a proper mechanical keyboard brand. So yeah, it's really nice to have that brand bring a keyboard in this category as well. And I think this is the first mechanical keyboard in India from Akko that is wireless and supports tri-mode connection, so that is also very cool. And that is all for the Akko 5075B. It's really nice to finally have a keyboard in this budget with QMK support. And yeah, and if you want to buy this keyboard, you can visit the StacksKB website. All of the links will be there in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.